Hello. Okay. Hi, guys. Hello, darlings. It's Katerina Satori. I know it's a late hour, but I wanted to bring you this topic. I think it's going to be kind of a hi, you guys. I've missed you. I think it's going to be, I'm not going to promise a super short live stream, but it's not going to be super long either. It's just a reflection from the eclipse. Let me see. Hi, you guys. Good to see you. How you doing, darlings? Let me know. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay, you guys? Yes. Here's my late crowd. Do you guys love the summer hours? It's so amazing. It's so amazing. I see you guys. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining in this late hour. I wanted to share with you just a few insights that I've been observing in my own life, and also especially during this beautiful time that we're given by life. Right now, we are in between eclipses and we are in the Mercury Retrograde. And if you've seen my previous video, why I love Mercury Retrograde, it's because it's a great time to slow our pace and to look into the mirror that we call our life and actually say, wow, do I like what I see, or am I outgrowing something, or do I like the way I am being? If it's in full alignment with my truth. You guys, those of you who've seen my previous video about Mercury retrograde, you will know it's a powerful time for re-evaluation of everything, right? And you guys, I wanted to bring you this topic about why most manifestation formulas don't work. And something in this title attracted you, right? And what I'm observing, you guys, because most manifestation formulas are given to a particular level of understanding of consciousness, and when you're just stepping on the path of searching for yourself and discovering what this universe is made of, what's the meaning of life, those formulas of creating your reality are useful to a point until you reach a moment of a sweet surrender to the mystery of life. Type in the comments below if you guys reach the point of surrendering your personal will into the will of the divine, because it's a turning point in the journey of the soul, where you stop letting your personality, your ego, the mental construct of who you think you are, a set of behaviors, ideas, learned habits, right? When you dismantle that and you put it aside, and you have this beautiful experience of laying your soul at the altar of life, a surrender process. Yes. I see you guys. I'm checking your comments on my phone. And so it's a turning point, right? Once you went through the portal of surrender, the process of manifesting your reality radically shifts, you guys, radically shifts. And what I'm realizing, darlings, it's not about being specific or using specific fantasies of your dreams fulfilled and projecting those fantasies on the flow of life. That becomes less and less effective. It's like you're trying to impose imaginary scenarios of how your life should be. And it feels like force. It feels like, you're trying to direct the river. It feels very frustrating to direct the river, right, you guys? Yes. So eventually you realize this is very futile job, trying to direct the river. And you begin to go deeper deeper and deeper and deeper. And you ask yourself, well, what is the natural way for me to step into already existed harmony of the universe? Instead of dictating the universe how it should go, what if I humble myself and open my eyes to already existent harmony? And I begin to align myself with the harmony. And it begins, you guys, this beautiful process that I describe, creating from your heart, not creating from the ego, not creating from the ambition. It serves to a point, but the moment you surrendered your life on the altar of life itself, of the mystery of life, a new dance of creating or co-creating your reality begins to emerge. So then you begin to return to the heart. You begin to make this beautiful journey from the head to the heart. And the journey is spiral, meaning you make this beautiful spiral, right? And then the new spiral opens up. And there is always like this deepening and deepening and deepening of the intimacy with your own heart. And you begin to experiment creating or manifesting or calling into existence only those things, experiences, events, and people who reflect the natural state of joy. So instead of looking for some kind of goal or ambition or an outcome, you shift to, what would I love to feel on a moment by moment state? It sounds so simple, you guys, but you shift from an action to, what is a state of feeling? What is a state of being that I desire to experience a year from now, 5 months from now, 30 days from now? Who is this person? Who is this new version of me that emanates this particular vibration that is in alignment with the harmony of the all, that is in alignment with the flow of life? So you begin to create not from the place of fear, I gotta manifest this because I have bills to pay, or I gotta manifest this because, that's what everybody expects me to manifest. Leadership pressure, right? So a lot of things, you begin to examine, you guys, and this is why the Mercury Retrograde and eclipses are such powerful portals of clarity. I ask myself a question, well, if I have a desire, what's the true intention behind this desire? What's the motive of this intention? Why is this intention arising? And I become really, really intentional. It's almost like, you begin to slow everything down. And you ask, well, who and what I want to feel, or I desire to feel as a dominant vibration. So in the beginning, it may take a little bit of adjustment to play with that. I was about to record an audio, kind of like an audio visualization in a way, all about focusing on this next evolutionary version of you. So maybe you are evolving into a next stage of your leadership. Maybe you're evolving into a next stage of being a parent, right? Or being an entrepreneur, or being a visionary, whatever that is. So what is that future version of you experiences on the level of the heart from moment to moment? What feelings do you experience? You guys, so when I think about my next growth for me personally is really building stronger and stronger team around me. Being a solo entrepreneur served me to a point. And the next evolutionary leap that really excites and terrifies me a little bit is this entrepreneur who is really good at choosing people who can support me and who have skills in their particular area of genius that better than me. So that new evolutionary version of me, what kind of feelings I experience if I step into that version of me right now. So you guys, if you follow Joe Dispenza work, right? He is so popular and famous right now. Everybody I know is into Joe Dispenza work. He always talks about it's the feeling state that runs everything, right? So it's kind of like reverse engineering. Instead of just becoming clear and focused on a very specific outcome, you let go of control, you let go of all of that, and you say, well, this next evolutionary leap, how does it feel in my heart? And you guys, for me, I always check in with the frequency of joy. No matter what I desire to manifest, to create, can it bring more effortless joy to my heart? What would excite me to create? What would delight my inner child who is in charge of my ultimate creativity? What would delight that innocent part of me to bring forward? Hi guys, I'm just checking your comments. Yeah, so you begin to let go. You guys, this was a really powerful experience for me recently because my ego, the personality construct, oftentimes can like surprise me with how much still control I can hold, and control gets in the way. Because ultimately, if I really surrendered my life to the highest destiny, I let go of control. I let go of dictating the flow. It's just silly trying to direct the river of life. And instead, you guys, what I'm doing, and my students here who are in my Sovereign Mind program, you guys know, we've been doing this very playful experiment of letting go of tomorrow and letting go of yesterday. And it's a very cleansing practice for the ego because the ego wants tomorrow exist or wants yesterday to exist, but those are just mental ideas of some experiences that we've had or experiences that we fantasize of having. The soul can only be found right here, right now. Right here, right now. And the more kind of a direct way to call this next evolutionary version of you is to create this, tap into the highest frequency of joy that can emanate from your heart. And the way to tap into, you guys, is to let go of tomorrow, let go of yesterday, and meet the present reality with openness, with awe, with this curiosity, with this innocence of a child. So you begin to fall in love with the now, and you begin to open up your heart, like, how much more joy am I willing to allow? How much more joy am I willing to experience? Amen, sister. That's right, you guys. So you see, it's falling in love with the life that you have right now. If I could summarize the only manifestation formula, and no, it's not going to make you less ambitious. No, it's not going to take away your drive. This used to be a biggest mental obstacle for me, you guys. I am definitely a type A personality in the past, achiever on steroids, because that's the only way I knew how to rise above the circumstances and to pull myself out of a lot of oppression to a better life. But eventually that needs to be transcended. And the way you transcend that achiever personality and become this master of flow, master of trusting life, is by falling in love with the present moment. Like opening your heart to whatever life presents to you and letting go of any ideas that you have to be somewhere else but here. And from this unconditional acceptance of your present now, you begin to dream and you begin to dream emotion focused kind of dream. What would I love to experience? How much flow, how much ease, how much joy? And then you go even deeper. Well, who do I love to be around? Who are those people? You guys, recently I went on a couple of dating experiments. Oh my God, I had no idea I'm going to go here in this live stream. But the fastest way to actually refine what is it you're looking in a partner is go on a few random dates. Instantly, you're like, oh my goodness, I forgot to refine my search. How do I want to feel around this partner that I'm calling in? And every time, you guys, I would go, and I would have this very contrasting experience. I would come home and I would do my work. And I would not go to the list of qualities that I'm looking. That is old scenario. It serves you to a point, but then it becomes a block. I would tune into the frequency of my heart. I'm like, I am really, really, what brings me joy is to be around people, women or men, brothers and sisters of light. It's, beyond romantic. What brings me joy is to be around people with whom I feel resonance, with whom there is no concept of time, with whom I am naturally inspired to be my best self. You see, you guys, I'm describing feeling states, I'm describing qualities of being. And when I say that, I almost choose again that next evolutionary experience. I call it in to myself by choosing it again, by reaffirming it. How would I feel when I am with people who I call my true soul family? And life will test your intention. Like the next day, maybe you ran into somebody in the coffee shop who has nothing alike your intention. And life will test you like, are you sure you're calling something different? Because this could be seductive for a moment. And you say, yes, I am sure. So, darlings, I hope I'm conveying this recent epiphany. And it's the biggest epiphany, darlings, is that it is futile to control life. Life will flow, the current of life that birthed you into existence, that carried you until this moment, will continue to carry you in a very unique and unpredictable way. I let go of this mental idea that I can try to solve how life works. Instead, when I went through that portal of surrender, very mystical experience of surrender, I bowed down this obsession of figuring out life. And I say, I bow down to the mystery that is life. Life is a mystery. We don't have a say who will enter our life, who we will love, romantically speaking, right? With whom will make this beautiful dance, with whom we have, these beautiful collaborations. We rarely have any say in that, you guys. Otherwise, it will be so boring. When you surrender your personal will into the will of divine, your life becomes a never-ending field of surprises. A never-ending field of surprises. You wake up and you say, I wonder what's going to happen today. And darlings, my recent prayer for about, I would say, 2 months, I wake up, I say gratitude for a new day. The only day I have is today. And then I say, Great Spirit, prepare my heart to meet everything that life will bring you with a state of curiosity, openness, and willingness. That's my only prayer, you guys. And I offer it to you for those of you who are ready to receive it. And prayer is not like something, I pray something outside of me. I pray to the God, to the Goddess, to the Great Spirit that animates my entire being. And I ask that wiser part of me to prepare my human heart so I can meet whatever life brings me from the place of openness, not constriction. And that is the state where all your desires are spontaneously fulfilled. I remember the time where I was listening. Oh, I went to a seminar, not the seminar, retreat by Deepak Chopra, Spontaneous Fulfillment of Desires. Do you guys remember? He was doing those retreats. Maybe he's still doing them, but that was years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And I went because the title, Spontaneous Fulfillment of Your Desires, it was so exciting. I was like, give me the formula, Deepak. And he was saying those things on such high level, from that level of consciousness 10 years for me, that it looked too simple to be true. My egoic mind at that point wanted complexity, wanted formulas, wanted blueprints. And only 10 years afterwards, I can glimpse the wisdom of his instruction. How when you align with the current, with the natural harmony of life, all your true heart's desires will get fulfilled spontaneously, without effort, without any suffering, without any force, without any push, without disappointment. Right? When you let go of tomorrow, when you let go of yesterday, let go of the schedule. I'm 45 years old, I should be here. I'm 50 years old, I should be here. The moment you hear those voices, you guys, oh, I'm 30 years old. Oh my God, time is running out. I have such compassion for millennials right now. Because talk about the pressure of be somebody at the age of 25, at the age of 30. You don't even know who you are. The good 30, 35 years is just to find some understanding of who are you. Maybe good 40 years takes that long, you guys. Real embodiment, right? And then you begin to open yourself up to the calling of life. So I feel empathy for the new generations or the younger generations, because this collective pressure that you have to be somewhere at particular age. What if we let go of all of that noise, darlings? And you say, you have your unique rhythm. And the more you trust the harmony that only your heart knows, the more you begin to relax into the beauty of your very ordinary life. There is exquisite joy when you begin to fall in love with your ordinary life, just like it is right now. When you realize nothing is missing. And when there's nothing is missing, everything you ever wanted begin to find you spontaneously. But you know what, you guys, I see this truth. The more my egoic mind begins to chase, the more I find myself in a rat race of chasing something not real. So my biggest testimonial always is manifestation of the home that I live right now, you guys. For 2 years, I was very intentional, using the power of my will, the power of my mind, to see, everything in defined clarity. How do I want this dream environment to look like? And I remember I was so intentional, I almost suffocated my dream, my manifestation. And life began to teach me surrender, the magic of surrender. And the sweetness of having such intense longing for something. And your higher self is asking you to release it, to release the how, to release the when. And intellectually you begin to release, and then eventually a release happens on the level of the heart, where you find such deep peace, such deep joy, that you don't care if that biggest dream of your life will ever come true. And that's the moment when your dream spontaneously happens. You can't micromanage it, you can't control it, you can't manage it at all, you guys. It's the magic. It is this most beautiful process of creation that teaches you so much humility and so much gratitude. And you come out of that experience with the best stories like this that help you become a woman or a man of great faith, faith based on conviction, faith based on experience, faith based on something so much higher and so much wider than your personality, right? So, wow, you guys, now I see how many of you here. I love you, darlings. Oh, Diana says, my passion is to assist those younger ones. Yeah. Oh, Diana, thank you. Thank you for hearing your passion. Yes, yes. And it's only a matter of time, Diana, that spirit will call my tail to assist the younger generation. It's only a matter of time because, I have such empathy for that generation, and I feel the pressure and the confusion, right? And you guys, this is why I love the wisdom teachings such as human design and the gene keys, evolutionary leading edge teachings that actually help us all to remember that we don't even incarnate fully until we are 21 years old. All our subtle bodies take 21 years to download from the higher planes into the 3D reality. Right, you guys? But the traditional understanding is when the baby is born, a full soul is born that kind of supposed to know who they are, where they're going, where their soul gifts. Good 30-40 years is just self-discovery. Like my favorite quote by the master artist Picasso: the purpose of life is to find your gift. The meaning of life is to give it away. So, it's a beautiful experience. And you guys, the moment I start letting go of the timelines, schedules, even goals, even striving, I began to touch such deeper and deeper joy in my heart, not a fleeting happiness, not even spiritual ecstasy, but this deep, ever-present joy, that is unaffected by the mood, by the high mental state or the low mental state, by people appearing or disappearing, by business success or business disillusion, whatever that play of consciousness is playing, whatever is going on in the projector in the theater of this universe. You're watching this, you become a watcher, and you begin to pay attention to the current that is called life. And you allow the current take you where you always meant to be. I love you, darlings. I love you so much. Thank you for the gift of your presence. I'm going to keep this a little bit short. But my main message, because I heard some beautiful souls sharing that they're having a difficulty going through, eclipse is unknown, eclipse is reboot. All this cosmic experiences is to shake the illusions, kind of like help us release what is slowing us down, and help us to come back to the beautiful flow and the harmony of all things. So opening the hearts, opening our eyes to the beauty that already exists in our very, very ordinary life, and honoring the rhythm of your experience, and letting go of these unnecessary control or chasing just for the sake of experiment, and see what happens. And do let me know, you guys. Do let me know if, this playful creation, playful manifestation from the point of joy, when you stop creating from fear, or you stop creating from driven by lack on anxiety that you are not further along where you should be. You're like, I am over that. I am only choosing to create from the heart and from the joy, and just see what happens. See what happens, and do let me know, because every breakthrough and every epiphany that you arrive, we all benefit. Entire universe expands with your expansion. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that, you guys? I love you, darlings. Thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful and peaceful rest of the week. I will see you again when the spirit calls. I love these evening transmissions. And it's so beautiful when you fall in love with exactly where you're at right now, with the people that right now in your reality. Just like it is, loving what is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.